Naftali Brawer, and I'm the senior rabbi at Borehamwood and Elstree Synagogue. Asked, what for me is the key theme of Chanukah? I love the question because Chanukah has always been my favorite festival since I've been a child. Chanukah is the story of the battle between the Maccabees and the Seleucid Greeks. The Seleucid Greeks dominated that part of the world. They sought to dominate not just militarily but culturally Judea. And the Maccabees were a small band of Jews who fought back, and they said, no, we will not tolerate a foreign power imposing its ideals and its morals on us. We have our own way of life. That is essentially what the battle's about. But what's interesting when you think about it is that the Greeks, in one sense, were far more advanced than the Jews in Judea at the time. The Greeks had philosophy, they had culture, they had art. What was it in Greek culture that was so threatening? What was it that the Jews resisted? And was it a wise thing to resist? The answer is that what really troubled the Jews more than anything else was Greek paganism. It wasn't the art necessarily, it's what the art reflected. It wasn't the philosophy, but it's what the philosophy reflected. Despite all of their scientific and philosophic inquiries, they still were essentially a pagan people. They believed in multiple gods pretty much in the image of man. Gods who threw tantrums, gods who were angry, gods who had their own limitations, and crucially, gods who could be influenced by our behavior. So to the pagan Greek, the gods were just one way of controlling your own life. If you prayed to the right gods or made the right sacrifices, you could pretty much influence the way your life would unfold. Judaism rejects this absolutely. Judaism always believed in one God, a God who is infinite, unfathomable, a God, of course, who we pray to and look to for our sustenance, but a God who is not predictable, a God who we can't manipulate in any way. We live in faith, and that for Jews is so important. I think the message of Chanukah in a contemporary setting is that we don't have pagans anymore. We have idolatrous ideals. We live in a society that still worships, except it doesn't worship Hercules, it doesn't worship Zeus, but it's a society that worships materialism. It worships fame. We live in a world in which people believe that by achieving fame or money or success in a contemporary setting, they can pretty much guarantee how their lives will run. Judaism rejects that. Judaism believes that we are in the hands of God. We do the best we can to live a good moral life. We look to God to bless us with success.